What's up, gamers? GamerDad here. This is a guide to help you complete the Fortnite Outlaw Keycard quests, stage 1 through 5, collect boons or medallions. If you haven't subscribed or used my creator code yet, please do so. I really do appreciate the support. So, there are 5 stages of this challenge, and in each one you need to get 2 boons or medallions. Now, one way to get a medallion is to go to the vault location where you see the little wolf icon. That is where the boss Fletcher Kane can be found. Otherwise, these are the 4 main named location vaults that you can go hit up. And when you go to these, they are useful for getting dilbits. However, note in the bottom right corner there at Hopeful Heights, the 2 turtles. This is a gold mine for boons. Watch what I'm going to do here. You're going to look for these chests right here. So these chests have a really high spawn rate, almost 90% or so. They have a boon in them. So, and the key here is there's actually 2 of these in most games. So if you land here, like I was doing for many matches, and then you try to hit up these 2 chests, and you hopefully will get lucky in that when you open up this second chest, sometimes it'll say already owned because you've already picked up the boon, but sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll actually pick up a different boon on the other side. So at this point, I picked up the 1 boon. I ended up dying, so I loaded up a match again, and so I'm back here. I've just completed stage 2 by picking up 2 boons. As you can see, you can actually get the boons from rare chests as well. But in this case, this boon is a new one, so I actually got 2 boons. 2 out of 3 boons at the 2 turtles in one match. Now, I use that launch pad, and I launch myself over here to Hopeful Heights. What I now do is I boot it over to the vault at the named location just over here. So here we go. We are now over at Mast Meadows. So this has a bank vault. Now, what do you need to do at a bank vault? You need to get the thermite, you place it on the vault, and then you can eventually break in. I'll have a video eventually on robbing vaults keycard quest tab, so I'm going to focus just on this one now. If you gain access to the vault, this is the key. There's lots of chests, but you're going to take the 2 dilbits. Why do you want these dilbits? Well, you can use the dilbits at the black market locations, like this one here, north of Mast Meadows. So you get yourself dilbits, right? First you go to the turtle, you score those boons there, then you get the dilbits, and you'll come into the black market. And at each black market, there is a different boon for sale. And it can only be purchased with a dilbit. So you don't have to do the vaults, it's just an idea and showing you a different way you can go about getting these boons. So you can manage to score quite a few in a match if you follow the steps I've just shown you. Landing at the turtle, then going and robbing vaults, and then going to the black market locations. At this point, I'm now at stage 3. And again, just repeat the process again. Come back here to the great turtle. And here's the greed boon. Head across again, and I'll go open the other chest. Now, of course, with the medallions, the medallions can come from the 2 bosses. Like I say, you eliminate Fletcher Kane, and he drops a medallion. There's also the Shogun X boss that appears up in the sky on the floating island later in matches. I really just, unless you're sweaty, unless you really want that challenge, it's not even worth going after the bosses, because they are not nearly as easy as just doing the grunt work and getting the boons. This is Fletcher Kane, the boss. Once I eliminate him in a minute, he will drop his medallion. I'll pick that up, and it will also count towards the challenge. But just remember, too, if you go to the Great Turtle, you could pretty much go to the Great Turtle, open those 2 chests, hope to get 2 boons, and you could even quit the game, restart. Yes, there's a lot of time spent on, like, not actually playing the game, but don't be afraid to just end your game once you've got to the point where you got some dilbits, even you went to the black market, or you've got a couple boons, and you can just restart the process and get the boons early on in the matches, and don't worry about the long game. And you can just focus on the actual challenge, the challenges here. So at this point, I'm on to stage 5 already. And one other thing you can consider doing, if you do have the rare level of the Outlaw Keycard already, if you have the rare level, you will be able to open an Outlaw chest in the back room. So at every black market, there's a back room, and one of these chests will be in there. And as long as you've earned this keycard here, you can actually open this chest. And when you do, you get some sweet loot, which does include a dilbit, which then, again, as I've demonstrated earlier, you can use the dilbit to purchase the boon that is actually within the same black market. So that's kind of a score. And to be honest, all you need to do is, once you've got the rare keycard, you can just walk into the back room and get that free dilbit. So it's much easier to get that dilbit and buy a boon than go into the vaults. So for those of you who don't want to rob the vaults, which is another quest anyway, so you kind of need to do it, you could go the route I just showed you. Otherwise, you can get really lucky like I did here, and I'm actually going to eliminate this player who was hiding out in the black market. And when I do, they've actually got a medallion that I'm going to take, and that will finish up the 5 stages for me. I do hope this guide has been helpful for you. Please drop a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and use my creator code. Good luck, and until the next video, this is GamerDad out.